So the left hand up to the heavens, the right hand directed to your mesa rumi on your mesa, please. And let's all take a breath in together. Pachamama 3 times. Pachamama. 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 Moving now to the west, the realm of water, the oceans, and emotions. Mama Kia 3 times each, please. Mama Kia. Mama Kia. Mama Kia. And now spiraling to the north, the abode of the condor and the eagle and our celestial brothers and sisters. Miro-Quesada 3 times, please. Miro-Quesada. 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 Pause and feel as the energies of the heavenly abode enter into our field. Okay, now spiraling down to the east, the land of the rising sun, the abode of higher mind, consciousness, and light. Inti 3 times each, please. Inti. 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 And now circling into the center of the spiral of energy. The area of the mesa that is soul infused, soul embedded, where your mesa rumi resides. Quichi 3 times each, please. Quichi. 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 And now please, if you have rattles, you may go ahead and rattle your mesa 3 times to the in the spiral that we just did verbally, and then 3 times north to south and 3 times east to west to open up the energy, raise the energy with your rattling. You can also use a feather if you don't have rattles, and doing it in that particular pattern will help the energy in your mesa move. And just to add that Miss Polly has written, she is bringing resilience, compassion, and evening wild bird songs. Lovely. So I want each of you now to think and hold the thought of what it is you brought into the field, what you've already identified verbally. I'd like you to bring it forward, right in front of your face, energetically. And I'm going to scoop everything up and blow it all into my mesa. So when you're ready, 1, 2, 3, bring it out into the front of your face. Thank you. Very nice. Woo, yeah. Lovely energy. All right. So let's go ahead and begin our meditation. In a minute, I want to talk a little bit about, this is the Wednesday night before the summer solstice. This is a very, very important time of year for us in this lineage. The summer solstice is, of course, the day where we have the least balance between light and dark. It is the longest day of the year, and it's very significant. And its polarity, of course, is the winter solstice, when we have another period of imbalance and where the darkness reigns. So here we have the opposite of that, where the light is reigning, and the light, of course, bringing more higher consciousness, more energy, more sustenance and nurturing for the earth, and for us too, as beings of the earth. So you may find that at the time of the summer solstice, you don't sleep as long. You might have more energy for working out in the fields or the gardens. You might have more, just a little more sense of life and chi about you. And we can thank the summer solstice for that. And it takes about 48 hours. So tomorrow will begin the energies of the summer solstice. And that kind of wanes by Monday. So it builds up, maximizes, and then wanes down. So this is a really important time to set intentions and to ask for them to be brought into fullness and manifestation. All right. So that being said, let's take a few breaths together as a group. And we're going to inhale through the nose, holding the breath in the third eye, in between the eyebrows. And then exhaling through the nose. And another breath in, holding in the third eye. And exhaling again through the nose. And this time, the thought that you had, what you're either bringing to the field or what you're requesting from the field in terms of healing. And in your next breath, we're going to bring that thought form up into the third eye with the breath, holding it there. And now with pursed lips, you're going to fukui that into your mesa, please. Good, good. So, getting comfortable, we're going to begin to open up to the light, which is so plentiful now. Unless you're living in Western Pennsylvania, where we've had nothing but rain for over a month. So the days are longer, but they're dark and cloudy and full of thunderstorms. So here we go. I'd like you to put your awareness now down into your heart. And as you breathe, you're going to bring the energy of the heart up into the third eye, connecting it to your mind. And then as you exhale, you're going to exhale the heart back down into the heart. And now again, inhale energy from the heart up into the mind, the third eye, touching into the pineal gland. Yeah, lovely. And exhaling that energy back down to the heart. And now we're going to breathe up from the pelvis, from your first and second chakras, your Hatun Koshko. Breathing that up to the third eye, connecting your lower center into your higher mind. And exhaling down and sending that energy back down into the Koshko and into your root. One more time in the root, bringing up the energy. You may now feel like you're also bringing in the Kausai from the earth through your legs. Bring that all the way up into the higher mind, the Uma. And then exhaling it down again, back down into the pelvis. We're just connecting all of ourselves, centering all of ourselves. Now back down into the heart, we're going to raise up the energy from the heart into the mind with the breath. And back down to the heart. And now with the next inhalation, we are going to send the energy of the mind up 3 feet above your head into your soul star chakra. And then bringing that energy back down into the mind. And again, breathing up into the soul star chakra 3 feet above your head. This is the work of your pineal gland. And exhaling it back down into the mind. Now the next time we do this, we're going to send it up to the soul star chakra. And as we exhale, we're going to bring that energy all the way down to the pelvis, down into the Koshko, the Hara. And then we're going to bring it all the way back up to the soul star chakra, and then all the way back down. So this will be fully connecting. Okay, so starting in the third eye, please. We're going to breathe in up to the soul star chakra, opening the crown. And exhaling down past the third eye, past the heart, down into the Koshko. And inhaling up from the Koshko all the way up the body, out the crown, and into the soul star chakra. And back down as you exhale down into the Koshko. Very good. One more time, all the way up as you inhale from the Koshko all the way up to the soul star chakra. And then back down. Good. And now recenter yourself in your heart. Very nice. Now we're going to open the crown and put our consciousness into the soul star chakra 3 feet above the head, and we're going to invite Kanchai, light, the energy of our sun, down in through the crown via the soul star chakra, and allow that to come down into the middle of your head where it activates the pineal gland. It also will expand the third eye, your vista. And now continue to bring the Kanchai down to the back of the throat, enlivening the throat center, the chakra there. Bringing it all the way down, beginning to take on the form of a column, a beautiful column of photonic light. And now bringing that down into the heart. Allowing it to expand your heart space into your Hatun Sonko, your sacred heart. The heart that connects you to everything and everyone. And now bringing that column of light further down into your upper belly, the solar plexus, and allowing the solar plexus to absorb as much of that light as possible, expanding it, enlivening your digestive area, the organs. And now bringing that column of light further down into the pelvic bowl, enlivening your sacral chakra and your root chakra, so that you are ensconced in this column of light. And allowing that light to move into the places inside you that feel heavy, congested, blocked. And with the next breath, we're going to follow that light down the legs, into the knees, down into the ankles, the feet, and the little chakras on the bottoms of your feet. Open and let that light pass down into the floor, into your basement, and then down, down, down into the earth. And the more that light expands your body into your light body, the more light you can bring to the earth. And not just the Pachamama earth, but the Mama Pacha earth. The earth and everything that lives on her. The animals, plants, trees, water, landscapes, towns, villages, cities. Bringing that light down. Becoming a conduit and a connector between heaven and earth. Living in that light, walking in that light, moving through that light, manifesting through that light, manifesting these beautiful gifts that you each bring: hope, peace, harmony, intention, love, trust, joy, passing all that photonic light of all of those gifts out into the world, In the city of Cusco in Peru, the Temple of the Sun, the Coricancha, the center of the Incan Empire, 42 ley lines cross at that temple in the center of it. And each of those ley lines goes out taking energy from the Coricancha across the land. Every time photonic light comes into the Coricancha, it ripples out to the land through those ley lines. And you each are a temple situated on one of those ley lines. As the energy ripples out across the land, it is guided and nurtured and added to by the guardians of those temples, which keep that energy moving, keeps the light moving along. And you each are one of those. The more time you can spend in this photonic expansion, with your medicine gifts freely offered, the more that goes out across the land and influences nature. It influences culture. And at this point in time in our human evolution and in our human culture, we need nothing more than this. And you each are a guardian of the temple on a ley line. Your mesa is that temple. And therefore, so are you. So bringing photonic energy down into your mesa through your misarumi, keeping that energy flowing, keeping the vibration high. This is your gift to the land, to Pachamama, to humanity's evolution, and to the healing of the wounding that we've all suffered. So I'd like you now to each pick a place on the earth. Pick a place that needs this light. And as a guardian of this temple on a ley line, move that energy of your medicine gift to that place. Intention is everything. I have a friend who's having surgery for prostate cancer tomorrow. I am sending this to him. And you too can have such an intention of some kind. And now please pick another place that needs this light. And send your energy and the energy of this field, which is limitless, Send that light out to that place. And now please pick a person who is either needing a healing or in suffering or in darkness. Choose one person to send this to and offer it. We never force, we just offer. I'm being reminded to tell you that this is how masters work. This work is work. And our last intention now is to pick a group or a community that needs this light and offer this to that group or community who is struggling or suffering or in darkness. Drawing down as much light as this solstice can offer, letting it expand you even more. The more you give away, the bigger you get to give away more. Beautiful. The field now is huge. So sending the energy to the group, the people, a community. Embracing them in this light. Inviting them into this light. Okay, very good. Now I'd like to invite you to begin to bring yourself back slowly into your physical bodies. You've all expanded so beautifully. Bring yourself back. Beginning to feel your own unique individual self again. Reconnecting now down into the ground in your mesa. Ground your feet. Place your hands over your heart. Gather your energy of your heart back towards yourself. Good. Gathering the energy of your koshko back to yourself with your hands. Gathering the energy of your uma back to your own mind. Fully re-embodying your body. Opening the eyes and looking around the room gently. What a wonderful group you all are. You got so expanded. If you desire after this call, you can return to that place to continue your mastery and your work. If there are more places and people you want to send this energy to, it's in your mesa. All you have to do is re-tap into it and expand again and continue that work. You can do it any day, not just now. It's available to you at all times. So let's, time is marching on, so let's close the mesas. I want to thank you all for being here. We will close the mesas and clap, and then I'll remain on the call for a few minutes. If you want to chit-chat with me individually or as a small group, that's fine. I'll spend a few minutes with you all. So let's place both palms, please, to the mesa, to your misarumi. And we're going to chant the directions one time each, and then we're going to finish. Okay. And let's take a breath in together. Pachamama. Makia Viracocha Inti and extend your hands out, palms together, in light, in love, and in sacred relationship we remain. On the count of 3, we'll clap together. 1, 2, and 3. And when you're ready, you can extinguish the candle on your mesa. Thank you all for being here. It was lovely connecting with you.